losing for the brain on. Southside nigga with everything on. Shots fire making nigga run, man.
What's good, y'all? It's me, L, back with another one. Bridging the gap, niggas. So I'm back again. Shout out to Old School. Shit, my bad. Okay. Damn, y'all be on it. I love y'all. I absolutely love y'all, for real. Bridging the gap, nooka. I love y'all, for real, man. For real. Y'all have no idea. Y'all be laughing at me cursing out the damn fly. Let me tell you something. I leave that window in the other room open to get some sort of fresh air in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I feel like it's like, I don't like with all the windows closed. I don't leave this window open because I don't feel like hearing niggas argue all day. So that's my peace and quiet back there. So I leave that window open, but the problem is whoever lived here before me took the screen out the fucking window. And of course, the fucking landlord didn't put it back in. So I leave the window open and I don't have a screen. So whatever comes in, and it's those motherfucking floors. Motherfucking floors. They be pissing me the fuck off. Oh shit, look at this. But yeah, shout out to Old School. I'm reacting to Dorrie'S coming out story. I got you. I got, who else? I got, oh, thank y'all. I love y'all. You said, I'll be cussing out. I'll be cussing out something in every fucking video. If it's not the computer, it's the fly. If it's not the fly, it's this motherfucker right here. And I gotta, it's a long story. But, yeah. Before I get started, you already know what time it is. Post notification gang, shout outs goes to, pull it up. Carla Robinson, I see you, girl. Nari Glenn, I see you. Who else? Brianna, of course, I see you. Latana Gentry, I see you. Christara Stanbury, I see you, of course. Who else? Alicia Foster, I see you. And Black Widow, 242, I see you. Y'all be in those comments like, yo, y'all be on it. I love y'all for fucking real. I really, really do. Like, I was just talking to my peoples today. Because she's like, she knows I'm like a hermit. I'm such an introvert. I'm fine with being in the house. Like, I can be in the house and it really, really doesn't bother me. Like, I'm comfortable. People like, you ain't lonely? I'm like, you know, I may have my moments sometimes, but that I jump out of that shit with the quickness. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm doing my reaction videos. I'm working. I'm always busy doing something. If I'm not working, I'm doing laundry. If I'm not doing laundry, I'm not working out yet. But I'm going to incorporate working out, okay? Taking care of something in the house. Or I'm on the phone talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm always doing something. But I know I need to be out the house. I haven't been really out of the house in a long time, especially since my mom has passed. Like, I really. Like, I would say when I was in my 20s, I used to be out like it was nothing. Like, it was nothing. There'll be no problem. Like, yo, you want to go to New York? All right, let's go to New York. Oh, you want to go downtown? Let's go downtown. Oh, we want to go to North Philly? Let's go to North Philly. Like, I'll be everywhere. And then I met my ex, and then step parent mode, and now I just was always in the house. Always in the fucking house. If it wasn't like family night or date night. You know what I'm saying? And then I just was a hermit. So she's like, because my birthday's coming out, so she's trying to get me out of the house. She said, we're going to get you out of the house. I'm like, you ain't going to get me out of the motherfucking house. She said, we're getting you out of the house. I said, no, bitch, you're not. You're not going to get me out of the house. She's like, okay. We'll see when that date comes. Why nobody want to listen? She get on my nerves. I love her though. She reminds me of my mom in a lot of ways. Oh shit. Nagging. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate when you have friends that actually give a fuck, do not fuck that friendship up. Do not let that friendship go to waste. And appreciate it. Because it's few and far, it comes few and far away in between. What's that saying? See, I just fucked it up. Let me just let it go. But you know, it's a valuable friendship. Very valuable. I do have valuable friends that I truly appreciate. Um, and yeah. But I'm just enough running my mouth because y'all know I tend to do that sometimes. Let's just get 5 minutes too. Let's just get to it. Oh yeah. It's just like, around my birthday I'm usually used to just, especially since like 2016 and on. Me and my mom and my brother, we started like reconnecting in like a few years before, well, at least going out consistently a few years before she passed. And even like, so we would go out, like have family dinner, going out, or our birthdays we would hang out, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, my birthday, I just really don't want to be bothered. So, Donna Marie, I love you. I love you. For real. Let's just get to this video.
Hey y'all, it's me, Dorrie, and I'm sure y'all are wondering where Brittney's at, but this week it's all about me.
Okay.
So just to let y'all know, I'm gay. Coming out.
Who'd have thought? Just kidding.
This is my coming out story, so tune in. So I'm sure some of y'all are wondering how I pretty much came out to my family and my friends. Well, my entire life, I've been straight. I've never been interested in girls, so don't even worry, y'all. I was not looking at y'all or whatever.
Oh, you for real?
You're
true.
I pretty much started hanging out with Brittney, and we just pretty much connected. I really liked her, and I mean, we just hit it off pretty well. And I don't know what it was, but I had some type of like attraction to her that I was just like, she can get it. And we were.
Sidebar on this real quick, all right? I would say in my experience, for the most part, I date lesbians, but for the most part, the type I usually attract is usually bisexual or bi-curious women. So I get her. I want to see where this story goes. Cause,
I was talking to her behind my family's back, behind pretty much a lot of people's back, because I didn't know what I wanted at that time. I didn't know what Brittney wanted, but I think I just really knew I liked her a lot at the time, so I didn't really care to even tell anybody, because to me, I didn't think it was their business. I'm grown, so.
And a lot of bisexual and bi-curious women, especially if they're not out like that, it's just, they're extremely private about their private life. Like, they really value their privacy because, once I dated, it just hasn't really been out like that to their family like that. And if they did, it was weird. It was weird.
I had to tell y'all, especially because I didn't really know where things were gonna go.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is my life. Mm-hmm. This whole process somehow affected other people's lives too. But in 2016, obviously, I started dating Brittney at the end of the year. And
wait, what year? You said
2016. In 2016, obviously, I started dating Brittney at the end of the year, and she was coming to OKC. I was coming to Dallas. Mm-hmm. Well, my sister Veronica, I'm gonna try not to say any names, but
too late for that.
Such a diva. She pretty much kind of figured it out, and I don't know if I was giving off hints or. I mean, I'm 26 years old at the time, so I'm just like, I'm grown, so I kind of wanted to tell everybody,
Bitch.
but I just didn't really know how.
If y'all don't get the fuck out my cup!
But she pretty much figured it out, and she kept on saying little hints, like, she gonna try to get
Dumbass.
You might want to start making out with her so much, or whatever, and I just be like, no, it's nothing. Me and Brittney are friends. She's not even like that. Like, I'm playing it to the left, knowing really what's up. So, she kind of noticed that I was coming back and forth to Dallas, and she kept getting an attitude with me, like, why are you coming back? You need to get on your ish, blah, blah, blah. Like, you too busy trying to go to Dallas to kick it with Brittney. And I'm just like, why are you, tripping? Because I remember me and her having this conversation one day when she was like, Dorrie, if you gay, you can just tell me, because I'm going to be the one to accept it more than anybody. I tell y'all, she's been like the hardest person to crack. Like, I don't know, it's just been, it was hell. Mm-hmm. Like, we just will bump heads even to this day, and you know we'll bump heads, and I finally just like, you know what, I don't want to bump heads with you. You're my sister. I love you, and let's just move forward. Like
Right.
this is who I'm gonna be with, and you just gonna have to, you know, accept it. And I mean, even if you don't accept it, just love me. That's all I ask for. So, yeah, like she was pretty much the hardest one. Like we just would stop talking, and she just didn't understand. Like I guess it was just the fact that, like, you know, me being with a guy my whole life, and now her sister's being with a girl, and nobody really expected it. My other sister, Sharonda, she's always like the peacemaker somewhat. But she of course, she wasn't too happy about it, but she definitely was more kind of supportive, or like at least tried. So I don't have much to say about her. I mean, I didn't, you know, obviously I didn't tell neither one of them because they figured it out. But Sharonda, one day, I'm down here in Dallas, and she calls me on the phone, and I'm with Brittney in the car on our way. I think we were going on a date or somewhere, but she calls me and she's like, "Hey, Dorrie, Mama's on three-way. She want to talk to you." And I'm like, okay, not thinking like what she wants to talk about, because at this time I don't think any of them knew I was in Dallas, because I wasn't telling them I was coming to Dallas. Well, I'm like, "Hey, Mama, what's up?" And she's like, "Sharonda, why you put me on three-way? Why you put me on three-way?" Like, and she was like, "Mama want to ask you something, Dorrie." And my mom was like, "No, Sharonda, like, no, Dorrie, I don't want to ask you. I'll talk to you later, because, you know, what I got to ask you, I'm going to ask you in private."
And don't think when I have my head down I don't listen, because guess what? We have these things called ears. This is new invention that came out. It is so awesome. Like, it's like surround sound and stuff. So, yeah. So when my head is down, because I'm screenshotting to get ready for the edits, you know, our post notification gang shout outs, I'm paying attention to what she's saying.
Wait, I'm like, I know what she wants to ask me. And I'm like, okay, Mama, because I was just trying to dodge the bullet, because I really wasn't ready to tell anybody. So, and I mean, this is probably a year into me and Brittney really talk. I mean, not a year, but a month into me and Brittney talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm like, "Okay, Mama, I'll talk to you later." And she's like, "Dorrie, is it true?" And I'm like, "It's what, Mom?" She's like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Mama, I thought you wanted to ask me in private. Like, why are you asking me right now?" I was like, but I didn't say anything. I was just like, "Okay, Mama."
Her not answering just gave away that she was gay. Because, you know, when someone's like, "Are you gay?" No. Well, I'll tell y'all my gay ass. My coming out story after hers. Y'all probably seen it if y'all seen any of the early videos, but if y'all didn't, I'll reiterate my gay coming out story.
So the next morning, I get a phone call from my mom, and I'm like, "Hey, Mama, what's up?" And she was like, "So, you talking to a girl?" And I'm like, "No, Mama, like, I mean, yes, no, I don't know." And she's like, "Well, you know, pretty much your sister said you talking to a girl." And I was just like, I mean, yeah. And she's like, "Well, are you gay?" And I'm like, "I'm not gay, Mama, but I am talking to this girl that I really like." And she's just like, "Okay, you know, and if you know my mama, she's just the, like, sweetest person ever." And I'm sure it bothered her, because, like I said, nobody expected. At least nobody expected me to be gay, because, you know, I mean, so, but she, you know, my mom's like, "I'm gonna love you regardless, because you my baby. Like, I don't care, you know, like, you my baby. I love you. I'm gonna support my kids." So, yeah, so moving on, I remember another time.
Going to hell talk. You know what? I relate to her 100%. All right. Now, my mom, she didn't get me to talk like that. Like, not even, you know, regardless of how you are, baby, I still love you regardless. I ain't get none of that. I don't get none of that from my family at all. Like, my family's not around because they don't do that gay shit. They honestly don't. I was raised Baptist with my grandparents and my aunt and them. And then growing up with my stepfather, who was raised Muslim, and then, you know, some spiritual stuff. So, but honestly, in the midst of all that, even though the spiritual stuff he was raised on said the gay stuff was fine, in his mind, they weren't doing the gay shit. Like, y'all see when I say I have my health issues that this past, it started in May. So instead of my grandfather asking me what's wrong in a card, he says the reason why I am having health issues is because of my gay lifestyle. Who would have thought both of them connected? You know what I'm saying? Eureka! Mine is fucking blown. People have health issues every day, especially from not taking care of their body, like eating the foods like they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But somehow, in that equation, his answer was my gay ass likes vagina. It don't equate. It does not fucking equate. That's why I'm like, yo, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what she says because, and but so worse, I'm going to hell because I get pamphlets, endless pamphlets all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay.
Herself, and I'm like, yeah, mama, I am. She's like, well, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, what's up? And she sat there for a minute, and I'm like, mama, what's up? Like, what do you got to talk to me about? And she was just like, Dorrie, is this really what you want to do? And I'm like,
see?
It's what I want to do. And she's just like, that, being gay in the Bible, it says that you're going to go to hell. So that moment that she told me that,
I'm not going to get started on religion because I'm not going to piss nobody off. But at the end of the day, this was a book written by man. I'm going to go to hell for loving someone that I'm attracted to, you know what I'm saying, who loves me, who I wouldn't disrespect. I would treat her like how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's my wife. Like, well, not like I have a mate, right? I'm just saying, like, if I want to be able, like, one day, if I meet a woman who we hang out, the vibe is cool. Because trust me, I've had relationships where it didn't even work out. But I feel like one day I will meet my mate. You know what I'm saying? The previous women I dated, they weren't my mates. It wasn't a connection. It was not a connection. It was a good idea, but overall, it wasn't a good match. My wife, I would never disrespect. My wife would be, you know what I'm saying? I'll treat how would I go to hell for using the ultimate weapon of all, which is love, which was created by the source. Where does that? It does not make sense. If that's the case, all of us going to hell because everybody did some sort of things that is not acceptable in the Bible. Honestly, I honestly just I don't get it. I don't get it. I will never get it.
Instantly, like,
especially with my family. It's like crickets.
And I was just like, mama, for real, like.
I haven't got a happy birthday from my family and like my fucking peoples at work and my friends treat me with more respect and love me for me and don't judge me from, you know what I'm saying, how I look and who I love at all. How I get more respect from fucking strangers than my fucking flesh and blood. I will never fucking understand that.
Brittney,
never.
You doing the most, and like now you want to call me and tell me I'm going to hell because that's what somebody told you,
right?
And I mean, I guess they told her that like if she supports me in what I'm doing, then she's going to hell too. So I was upset. I went off, and I felt bad because of course it is my mom, and I didn't want to go off on her. But at that time, I'm just like, are y'all all against me? Mm-hmm. Like. Is that how we're doing it now? So I'm like, I can't even believe anything you tell me from this point because you just flipped on me. Mm-hmm. And of course, she apologized and she was sorry. She was like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like, Mama's sorry. So that was that with my mama. Like since then, she hasn't flipped on me since. Right. With my grandparents, it's just been they know, but I didn't really have to tell them. I just was dodging them as much as I can.
This was their old school.
Them.
A lot of them not going to understand.
Having to tell them because I just know my sister was telling me when her and my grandma was playing with my papa about being real serious and telling him that Dorrie's dating a female. They pretty much said that he felt as if he was about to have a heart attack. Like he had to sit down.
See?
And all that or whatever, but he's still alive. Like so he's good. But I just remember, that was that with them. But with my, my grandma, I just remember instantly, she was like, Dorrie, I mean, you've only dated guys. You always like guys. Like, why are you dating a female now? And I was just like, Grandma, she makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's all that matters.
I like. That's who I want to be with. Like, she
Mm-hmm.
makes me happy. It's something about her. She was like, so it's something about her? And I'm like, yeah. And she's just like, I'm okay, Dorrie. You know, I'm just going to pray for your soul. And I just like was like, okay, Grandma, do whatever
old
you
school.
feel like you have
She
to
old
do.
school.
And I remember, it took a year before she actually met my grandparents.
And I try, I try to think, because I complain to my friends, and I feel her on that. I complain to my friends, like, and they say the same thing. It's like, oh, they're old school, and it's like, I can say that with other people. When it comes to my grandparents, I'm like, oh, like, I get their old school, but damn, like, that shit pushes me the fuck away. It makes me cut everybody off. I don't care, blood or not. It just cut everybody off. All ties. The only people I care about is my grandmother, wholeheartedly, and my aunt. And I'm saying, not saying I don't care for my grandfather, but it's just like, I can't. We don't really know each other at all anyway. From me growing up, even before they knew that I was gay, to now, like, only thing I know about him is that he sits in the chair and watch Westerns. That's it. That's all I know. We never had a conversation like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like, no. I value myself and I value my happiness before changing myself to appease somebody fucking else. It would never happen. It will never happen. You're not on this fucking planet to live for somebody else or changing your true self for someone else to be comfortable. They're uncomfortable, fuck them.
Brittney can come to
what I'm saying?
OKC for Christmas because I wasn't gonna go home for Christmas if she wasn't coming with me. So I finally called my grandma and I'm like, Grandma, I might come home for Christmas, so if I do, I'm gonna bring Brittney with me. And she's like, oh, Dorrie, I'm gonna have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, think about what? Like, either you want me to come home for Christmas or you don't. Because I want to come home because, it's my family. I want to see them. So, but I just wasn't like, I wasn't going to give up Christmas with Brittney, our first Christmas together, and for OKC.
Especially go to a situation you may not
be comfortable. That's the battle I want to
win
with my girlfriend, and I want my family to accept the fact that she's like, accept me bringing her around. So that was that. Even with my papa, I really didn't even, I haven't had the conversation with him. I didn't, it just hasn't been said. It's just known now. And then my brothers were super easy. They didn't really say much. Only thing that, like, my brothers, they called me one day and was like, so is it true, Dorrie? Is it true? And I was like, is what true? And he was like, are you gay? And I was like, yeah. He was like, so this whole time, y'all been calling me gay. My brother's never had, like, my little brother has never had a girlfriend. So he's like,
yo, what are the odds? What are the odds? Cause y'all know sibling shit. When y'all be cracking on the fuck each other. I mean, my brother used to crack on each other all the time. So, can you imagine how many times her and her other siblings was cracking on the other brother, calling him gay, and look at her? That shit had to be hilarious for him.
You the whole time, huh? And I was like, if that's what so that was my my family, and then I pretty much held a lot of things in. It was just a struggle. And it's still a struggle. Like I said, Brittney didn't get to come home, like meet my family until like a year later, and I think that most of the time I would just kind of keep things to myself and not really express how I feel because I feel like I didn't have anybody on my side. But I just remember one day my brother calling me and, he's like, so have you talked to everybody? And I'm like, and I just start breaking down crying. I'm just like, no, I haven't really talked to anybody. And he was like, well, Dorrie, just tell me this. Are you happy?
Right.
I was like, yes, Cameron, like, I'm so happy. I've never been treated this way ever in my life. Like, I love her. She's the best thing. And he was like, you know what, Dorrie, if you happy, that's all that matters. In that moment, that's when I just realized, you know what, at the end of the day, I don't need anybody's, like, support. I just need people's love. That's all I want. Like, just
that's
love.
All that matters. That's all that matters.
I'm the same Dorrie. So, at the end of the day, all I can do is be true to myself, and you're either going to love it or you don't hate it. And, mean, one thing.
Or
I would
what?
say is
Or
that,
fuck who?
I'm just happy. I don't feel like, I don't feel like it's a difference. Like, I've dated guys my whole life, and
Right.
then now dating a female. There's nothing different besides the fact that we're both emotional.
Mm-hmm. And the
But
equipment.
other than that, y'all, that's pretty much my coming out story. I'm sure the world wanted to know, like, have I ever liked girls before? Or is this something a phase? It's definitely not a phase. It's definitely my life, and this is who I am.
Yeah.
So, peace.
Hey.
Is somebody at their first pride?
Hey. That's
She's
what's
at her
up.
first pride. Isn't that cute?
Go ahead. I like that. I definitely feel you 100%, Dory, man. I've been there myself. I didn't even technically come out to my family. My mom dragged me out. Like, I was clawing at the bottom of the fucking floor, and she's like, come on out. You gotta tell everybody. I'm just kidding. But my coming out story, for those who don't know, I'm getting ready to go to school. I was talking to somebody, gullible. I was talking to somebody online. And, well, on AOL. Now, this is when the dial-up joint went, you know what I'm saying? There's chat rooms and stuff on there, so I was on there, and then I met somebody. We was talking on email. She became my girlfriend. It wasn't really my girlfriend. And, of course, my mom found the email, but I didn't know. So, I was going to school, going downstairs. She's like, hey. I'm like, yes, Mom. She's like, come here. So I went there. She was like, are you gay? I'm like, no, I ain't gay. Ew, I'm not gay. What are you talking about? She's like, I found this. I'm like, what are you talking about? She started reading the email. And then she read the email. I'm like, yeah, I'm gay. And she started crying. She was like, how you not gonna like what you never had? And I'm like, Mom, I gotta go to school. I'm gonna be late. The bus is gonna leave. I have to go. I gotta go. This is not the time to be having this conversation. So yeah, that was my coming out story for her. And then when it was time for me to leave, because she didn't believe that I was leaving. Let me stop recording this. She didn't believe that I was leaving. And I kept showing her, Mom, I have boxes upstairs. She's like, girl, you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, Mom, I have everything packed up. I'm leaving. All right, child. So when she saw that I was really leaving, that's when she decided to tell my stepfather. That's when everybody else knew. Because it was a long story after that. It was a whole family meeting. It ended up with me getting smacked and running out of the house and going to my girlfriend's house. And yeah, that's when all the family found out I was gay. Yeah. That's my coming out story. So some people luckily have parents who are very supportive. Some people have family who will fucking fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? It all varies. It all varies. At the end of the day, we're all on the same struggle together. Same boat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really like that. Thank you, Old School, for the suggestion. I love y'all. I really love y'all, especially in the comments. Thank y'all for all my old subscribers. Thank you. The love is the same all the way around. I'm dead ass serious when it comes to that. Really, really serious. All right. And I'm telling you guys, for those who dropped suggestions, I did not forget. I had a screenshot. I just had to do them. I got you. This is Old School. Old School has been asking me to react to some Brittney and Dorrie vids. Boom. Boom. Now I got Dora Y. All right. And after Dora Y, then I got you Tay and Jazz. All right. All right. That's my reaction. I'm your host, L. On to the next one. And what do I always say? Be yourself. Be yourself. Be your motherfucking self. Fuck who? Fuck everyone else. I'm your host, L. I'm out.